Hello, this is David from David Books and Comics, and this is take two of the Avon paperbacks. So I thought I had included these, but I didn't do a good job in my editing. So here's the Avon paperbacks, and you'll get a good look. This is a Peter Cheney novel. I don't know if this is a Slim Callahan or what it is. This is Abraham Merritt. This is the Ship of Ishtar. It's one of the first printed editions of that. Then we have the Dweller in the Mirage, Abraham Merritt. And there's a William Irish, aka Cornell Woolrich, If I Die Before I Wake. There's that one. And Orchids to Murder. I don't know if that's a Rosika Story mystery or not, but that's by Hubert Footner. And these are interesting. There's a Curse of a Thousand Kisses, Sax Rohmer, A. Merritt, C.L. Moore, and The Blonde Goddess of Bel-Sagoth, and by Robert E. Howard, short story, and then other stories by Sax Rohmer, Miles Brewer, and Clark Ashton Smith. There's another fantasy reader, and this one has, I'll have a look here. This one has C.L. Moore, H.P. Lovecraft. Yep, nice book. And Sinclair Lewis, 7 selected short stories. There's The Moon Pool, A. Merritt. 5 Sinister Characters, Raymond Chandler. And there's another A. Merritt. This is The Metal Monster. And there's that one. Abraham Merritt again. Somerset Maugham, Stories of Love and Intrigue. All right, so that's that. And what else do we have? There's a lot more back there, obviously. Ship of Ishtar. And what do we... That's the different cover. Look at that. And it's quite the violent cover, if you can look at that, see? Wow. Yay. And The Hucksters, Frederick Wakeman. Let's see what's up back there. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot more there. I have to take them out and look one by one. That'll be at a future video because that's a lot of work. And there's James Hilton. That's Rage of Heaven. And that's, is that, no, that's, wow, what a cover. Murder at Midnight. And Lord of Light, that's, here's a rough copy. That, Second Foundation. That's a famous novel, The Gladiator by Philip Wiley. Inspiring the character Superman. What else do we have? There's another James Hilton. Ill Wind. I've never seen that. Rough copy. But you're not likely to find any better copies than that. The big four are Hercule Poirot Mystery, Agatha Christie. And Tiffany Thayer, Call Her Savage. And we have some of my Phantom, that's Lee Fox, The Mystery of the Seahorse. That's one of my extras. And you have How to Play Canasta, Frisco Gal, Clarkson Crean, James Hadley Chase, The Villain and the Virgin. Henry Sinclair Drago. Women to Love. And he was writing as Sinclair Drago. And Wanton Venus. That's a statue, by the way. Wanton Venus. What a title. Jack Woodford. Peeping Tom. Three Gorgeous Hussies. Jack Woodford. It's Bob Shaw. Little Mistress. That's James Blish, year 2018. Slight spine roll. Henry Kuttner. Beautiful copy of this. Destination Infinity. Lustful Summer. And well, that's a very thin Hunchback of Notre Dame. And it's Victor Hugo, and that's Gina Lollobrigida and Anthony Quinn, as you see on the cover there, based on the film. It says Victor Hugo, so I don't know if that is actually Hugo's novel. This is actually the novelization of a film called The Buccaneer. I thought it was The Buccaneers, but it's The Buccaneer. Harvey Castle. I think it's a novelization. Complete novel based on, yeah, it is. And that's Yul Brynner on the cover. And I believe there he is at the back, Yul Brynner. And I think, what's his name? Charlton Heston is in that film also. Doorway to Death, Dan Marlowe. And that's another version of Moonpool, if you can see that. And wow, needle cover, what they call a needle cover. Emily Harvin. Europa. And this is one of my favorite novels of all time. I've read this when it first came out. I read it, and then as soon as I finished it, I reread it again. It's one of my favorite novels, Nine Princes in Amber. First two novels I read. The other three in the first five I didn't get into. This cover art is what attracted me to buying the books. You see the cards, or what they call the trumps, that were actually created by Dworkin, the magician. There's Hand of Oberon. Oberon being their father, King Oberon. Courts of Chaos. Somerset Maugham. Black Path of Fear. Cornell Woolrich. Jerome Weidman. What's in it for me? And what do we got there? We got Poul Anderson's The Rogue Sword. And I think this is the first. I'm not sure. You have Thomas M. Dish, of course, over there. I think this is the first. This is not the one I had. This is the first. And there's Thomas Dish. You can look at that. Let's see the cover. Wow. Bold, innovative novel of city existence. 334. 334 is the title of Thomas M. Dish's important big novel. It is also the number of a room in a near future megalopolis. Okay. There's Rogue Sword. You can look at that. Let's see what the cover's like. In the flames of the dying Roman Empire, his flashing blade cut a bloody path to power. Okay. It looks like historical. There's Crime and Punishment, Fyodor Dostoevsky. And more of my Phantom novels, extras, James M. Cain. Which one's that? Jealous Woman. Hard-boiled detective mystery writer. And you have more Saints. There's more Saints behind on the top shelf there. And Randall Scott, more Lee Fox, Experiment in Crime. curious title. Philip Wiley. All right, so that's that. And then what have we here? We go down and we have Women on the Wall. And that's actually, looks like a prison novel. It's not. It's talking about women who changed the way people viewed about women, way ahead of its time. In This Road, There Goes Shorty Higgins, looks like a hard-boiled crime. Benvenuto Cellini, and I think this is autobiographical. I don't know if it was written by him or not. Can look. I think, yeah, well, it says Cellini. Doesn't say the name of the author, but he wrote an autobiography of himself. Shame of Mary Quinn. Oh my God, what a risque novel. And it's a mainstream novel. Junk Pusher. What's that? That's by Robert W. Taylor. The Downfall of a Strange Woman. What a title. That's a beacon, isn't it? No, it's Pyramid, sorry. The Wanton Hour. The Raft. Guy de Maupassant. The House of Madame Tellier and Other Stories. He's more known for his short stories. Inspiring short stories, actually. Emile Zola, Lesson in Love. Stella and Joe. And I have the original of this, Red Rider of Smoky Range. This is the updated or the other title of the novel, Showdown Trail, by William Colt MacDonald, famous Western writer. Tavern Girl, Glenn Watkins. Diary of Love. See what that's about. That's the Diary of Love. And that's Peter Cheney, Set Up for Murder, Slim Callahan novel. Oh wow, Passionate Virgin, very suggestive titles. Perry Lindsay, Sin Street, Doreen Manners. William Wilkie Collins, that's The Moonstone, and that's obviously, it says Dorothy L. Sayers. So I don't know, that may be a novelization of the film. I don't know. And we have Palm Beach Apartment. All very suggestive titles. Gordon Semple, Reckless Passion. The Manatee. That's actually a statue. The Manatee. Bruno Fisher. The Dead Men Grin. And here's a Western, I think. Edwin Curl. Apache Devil. Divided Path. A Story of a Homosexual. That's why it's here. It's a very rare book. Special edition, it says. Yeah. Special edition. Okay, that's why it's there. In bad condition. Andre Tellier, A Woman of Paris. Bruno Fisher, Stairway to Death. Roadside Night, an original story. 2 writers. French Doctor. Cage of Lust, otherwise known as Equinox, by Alan Seeger. The Bohemian. The Heavenly Sinner. She-Devil, Bitter Love. Okay. And what we have here, we have the Galaxy, just as I showed in the previous episode. We have Con Sellers. This name is familiar. Where Have All the Soldiers Gone? Yeah, he's a familiar writer. These are of lesser quality, I think. Let's see. E. Doc Smith, Abram Davidson, Aldous Burgess, Without Armor. That's made into a film with Knight Without Armor. James Hilton. With Robert Donat, Knight Without Armor. And these are my shadow novels. This is a later shadow novel, Grey Fist. And you have all cover art. I should probably show this. By the great Jim Steranko. Alright, so that's that. I'll show you one of the later editions of Grey Fist. This is number 15. I have the complete set of the shadow novels that I know of. And these are digests. And there's more here. I mean, there's Curtain for the Judge, Thomas Polsky, and another Black Cat mystery. It has different writers. Oh no, this is one. It's Dark Power by Elizabeth Sanksay Holding. Alright, I don't know what this one is. Take a look. Ooh, Murder Goes to College. Kurt Steele. Okay. And there's these ones. And these need work. Need to be fixed a little bit. There's the Immortal House on the Borderland. This is a Freeway Press. Alright, so that's that. And we'll pause it here and I'll show you some more goodness. Alright, so these are more British paperbacks. And I'll just see if I can hold this properly to show you what they are. Okay, so you have E.C. Tubb. This is Toyman. And this is Sanders of the River by Edgar Wallace. Now Sanders, yeah, this one's Sanders of the River. And it's by Wardlock, British publisher, I believe. Wayne D. Overholster. This is Hearn's Valley. Alan Von Elston, Beyond the Bitter Root. Edgar Wallace again, famous thriller writer in his day. And this one's called The Secret House. All right, so that's that. I have to maneuver here. Got Sanders and E.C. Tubb. And you have The Valley of Fear. That's a famous Sherlock Holmes story. And A Digit. Oh my God, how's that for a cover? And this one is called Hari Kari. Osborne cover. So that's that. Here's another Digit. The Interpreter by Brian Aldiss. Sorry. More Digit. The Robot Brains. I don't know who that is. Sydney. Looks like a pseudonym, but I'm not sure. Sydney J. Bounds. Another Digit. Martin Thomas. Beyond the Spectrum. And these are British Ace books. Arthur Schnitzer, La Ronde. And The Gladiators, Arthur Kutzler. William Camp. Prospects of Love. Return of Sherlock Holmes. Murray. In The Patchwork Quilt, Netta Muscat. J.G. Ballard, Running Wild. And, oh, those are other. The Quest of Julian Day, Dennis Wheatley. This is an Arrow book. All in a Night. And this is a Foursquare. Lawrence Mano. Virgin Luck. Dorothy L. Sayers, another Foursquare. The White Slave, Foursquare. SAS, Black Magic in New York. Oh, wow. Okay. Psyche. That's, I don't know who published that. Ernest Benn Limited. Number 9, Foursquare. What's this? Oh, Hank Jansen, Passionate Waif. There's 2 of those. This is Kimber Books, Bedouin Command. The Heavens Are Not Too High, Charles MacLean. James Blish, that's Cities in Flight. Remember having that years ago. And what's this? Oh, it's an arrow book. There's some arrows. Ask Me No More. Another Minetta Musket. Fire of Spring. Ron Goulart. Another arrow. After Things Fall Apart. And there's the League of Scarlet Pimpernel. There's 2 of those arrows. Olivia. This is a gray arrow. Olivia by Olivia. Another arrow. Another Netta Muscat arrow. The Shadow Market. And, ooh, Rising Sun. Palfrey versus Rising Sun, John Creasy. And a couple of James Blish's. A Life for the Stars and Midsummer Century. Beautiful covers, beautiful livery. Arrow books. These are Badgers. Uranium 235. This SF, I think. Yeah, it is. Johnny Muller. And there's another Badger. This is a doctor book. Johnny Sherwood. Science fiction. Time Echo. Lionel Roberts. Another Badger. Supernatural. Strange, Weird, Earring Monthly. And another Badger. John Rowland. Looks like an escape novel. No Walls Too Tall. No Man Divided. That's James L. Bradley. Jack Kerouac. This is a Mayflower. This is called The Dharma Bums. And that's Mayflower. Dennis Wheatley. The Sword of Fate. Arrow book. All right. The Eunuch of Stamboul by Dennis Wheatley. Wow. Then you have some Cosmic Crusade, Richard Saxon, E&O Binder, Donald Bain Hobart. What is this? Arizona Outlaw. Donald Bain Hobart wrote a lot of the Masked Riders. Columbo, The Dean's Death. Star Books. Savage Heroes, that's Tales of Sword and Sorcery, Sorcery and Black Magic. And Dakeen, Dolls Don't Talk, Trip Hammer thriller. That's that. And John Russell Fearn's Conquest of the Amazon. That's a Golden Amazon novel. And there's a Sloan. That's a collection I have. There's only 3 books in the series. Fistful of Hate. Nice cover. And let's see, Gil Brewer. He's a good writer. Bruno Fisher. These are all British Eclipse books. And let's see, all the old British Hutchison's Pocket Library. First Earl, famous trial history. Okay. And these are dust jackets, I think. Hutchison's library. Okay, so that's that. There's John Wyndham, The Secret People. And Sleepers of Mars. Let's see. Nice covers. Very different. And The Secret People. That was serialized by in Toronto Star Weekly. And let's see what else. There's a lot. Brian Aldiss. A Fair. That's Corgi. All right. And okay, we won't go there. There's more to show. And that's a lot. Maybe I'll pause it. I'll show a little bit more. So there's more. There's some copies. That's a nice, beautiful copy of that, Doc Savage. And there's some that are bagged. There's some that are expensive. Okay, let's move that aside. And these are the Fontana paperbacks, Agatha Christie's. Beautiful covers, by the way. Let's see. Sex and Marriage. Savage Sinner. Oh, there's extra copies of that. That's King's Mate and The Girl Factory. And there's more of the old Collins Mysteries. I don't want to call them White Circles. White Circles I associate Canadian paperbacks. The Choice, Philip MacDonald. Harry Carmichael, Berkeley Gray. Norman Conquest, I think is his name. Is the name of his character. That's that. Anthony Gilbert. I love this story. Really good writer. Dangerous Cargo, Albert Footner. Rex Stout, E.C.R. Lorac. This is a newer copy of Day of the Triffids. See what else? J.G. Ballard, Brian Aldiss, Colin Wilson. Yeah, Colin Wilson, A. Van Vogt, The Mind Cage. You can see it there. Okay, I'll just flip them down. There's a lot to go through. And what is this? 966. Those are Panthers. Panthers. Moonraker. Later editions of Fleming. There's more Fleming. I have to show it up. Somewhere are the first, so I'll have to show it in a later video. Mystery of Dr. Fu Manchu. Are those corgis? Yeah, those are corgis. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's the Fu Manchu mystery. Crow, Kon-Tiki Expedition. Yeah. Yeah, those are corgis. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this short presentation. There's more to show. I'll have to show it at a later video. And if you did, remember the thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up, the like. That always helps the channel. The comments are always appreciated. Informed questions are always appreciated. Informed answers and highlighting something you like in terms of writers and so on is always helpful. And as always, I'll put a link to my email address if anybody needs to ask me questions there. But always feel free to comment. That's always appreciated. Okay, thanks. Bye.